Katherine Black Reacts, Coronation Street Part 10. So we open this episode with Jack, who is Kev's son. He's only got 1 foot, but this has never been mentioned for 10 years. He had his foot chopped off after cancer years ago when he was a little kid. He's a grown-up teenager now of about 15, 16. And his prosthetic has never been mentioned for years. He's got no limp, he walks around perfectly naturally. And I think he's grown a new foot. We never see him putting his prosthetic on or anything, so he's got a new foot. It's just grown naturally over the last few years. He's wandering around the house. Kevin's still in bed, and the house is a pigsty. There's nothing in to eat, and Kev's not coping. He's neglecting Jack. Jack's got no means of looking after himself. He has no income. So he's dependent on his father. I think he is still a minor. I think he's still 15, maybe 14, 15, possibly as old as 16. So Kev's going off the rails and not coping, and it's having this knock-on effect on Jack. So Theo's gone to Doncaster to visit his parents. Todd wanted to go with him. Has he gone to Doncaster because he wouldn't take Todd? No, love, you wouldn't like it. I'll take you next time. Why hasn't he taken Todd with him? What's going on there? So he's cut him off from all finance. Todd now has no money of his own. Everything has to go through Theo. Theo has gone for the night, and it's left Todd without food, without money. He can't buy anything, he can't do anything. That's going to have a massive psychological effect on him. So Bernie has introduced Mal to Dev as her husband after having a very awkward part of a night with him in a hotel room. Nothing happened. Mal is going to be a problem. He's got the hots for Bernie, and he's going to come on to her. There's trouble brewing there. So again, they're trying hard. Maybe they're trying a bit too hard to inject some humour into this. So the family, excluding Carl, the family have gathered at the hotel to stage an intervention. So there's Debbie and her husband, can't remember his name. There's Abby, and there's Tim and Sally and Tyrone. And they are there to pull Kevin up by his bootstraps and say, look mate, come on, you've got the kid to think about, sort your life out, you're falling asleep in cars at work, you're not fit for the job, you're not fit for the home, you're not fit for anything at the moment, sort yourself out. In the meantime, Debbie is going to prison for being charged with driving the car that caused the crash that killed Billy. She wasn't driving. Her brother, who is now her son, but nobody knows that apart from the watchers, Carl was driving the car. Carl works at the hotel. Debbie doesn't trust him. She knows he's a bad, and she'll defend him to the hilt and back. She'll give up her life for that boy, but she doesn't trust him. So she's put Ryan in charge of the hotel for when she goes to prison. Carl bursts into the intervention and says, what are you playing at? Why have you put him above me? One day I will do a video without echo barking. Won't that be a novelty? So Debbie has forgiven Abby for everything she's done, and she's done a lot. She's caused a lot of trouble with her affair with Carl, and all for nothing, because Carl was having an affair with one of the Bailey boys, he's bisexual, and he's an out and out batting, he's stealing from everywhere. He's a nightmare. They've split up, and everything that Abby's put her family through was for nothing. The girl's suffering, but maybe she deserves to. You know, the grass isn't greener. Sleep in somebody else's bed, and your own bed is going to go cold, lady. So Jack has also forgiven Abby. Jack was angry. Abby did the dirty on his dad. She really hurt him. She's taken him to the point of depression and not coping. But they walk in the house together and Jack's forgiven her. Walk in the house without a limp because Jack's grown a new foot, don't forget. And he's completely forgiven Abby for everything she's done. So they confront Kev again and say, look at the state of this place. There's just pots and takeaway cartons and rubbish everywhere. She says, you're not coping, and she gives Jack the nod. Now, I think this was wrong. She pushed Jack forward to speak, and Jack had to, I mean, maybe it was the right thing to do, give the boy some balls. He confronted his dad, and Abby made Jack say, I want to go and live with Abby. I think she should have done that. I think she should have been the one to say to Kevin, look, Kev, you're not coping, darling. Sort your life out. In the meantime, I'm taking Jack. He's here, few days. He can come back to you as soon as the house is tidy and you've got your shit together. No, she pushed Jack forward and let Jack do it. I think that was a bit wrong. Not really into that. Anyway, Jack says he wants to go and live with Abby, just for a little while, just temporary until Kev sorts himself out. Kev says, I don't need you anyway. My life's better without having a son hanging around my bootstraps. I can do what I want without you here. Come on, get out. So he's isolated himself from Jack as well. So Debbie is going to prison, we believe, in the next couple of days. And she's preparing for that. She's sleeping on the floor so that she gets used to sleeping on a hard bed. And she has a heart-to-heart with Carl, who I think he does have some feelings there for her. Carl lives in Carl's world and everything has to suit Carl and be to Carl's benefit. But I think there is a little bit of affection for his sister there, who's really his mum, but he doesn't know that. And Debbie breaks down and she says, look, I'm going to prison. I don't know how long for. It could be years. She said, prison's scary enough without having vascular dementia. She said, when I come out of prison, I might not recognise you. I might not know anybody. What if my disease really takes hold of me while I'm in prison? And you know, it does put another aspect on it. Will she be treated any differently because she's got dementia as the condition takes hold of her in prison? I mean, I don't think she's going to be in prison long. I haven't got that far. We're ahead. I don't know if she's gone to prison. I don't know if she's in prison. I don't know if she comes out of prison. But I'm guessing she's going to go down, but we'll have Free the Weatherfield one again, and she won't be in very long. Maybe her condition is what gets her out, or maybe it all comes out about Carl. Who knows? The truth tends to out. We haven't had anything this episode from the dreaded Megan the paedophile, thank God. That's an awful storyline, but it happens. I think that over-egging it with just how blatant she is about it, how many young boy lovers she's had. But no, it does happen. I've seen it. I was in a boarding school, and every single year one of the teachers took two boys from the 5th year to walk. I'm doing a lot of this today, to walk her dog. She had a large dog. And they had access to a flat, and let's just say they were big, good-looking young boys. The biggest, best-looking boys of every 5th year, every year, and then they'd leave school and she'd take the next lot as they came up. That's by the by. Part 10, I will be back with part 11 and nice chat. I haven't done that for a while. Nice chat.